today we're going to be doing a video tutorial using Markerpen to reveal a texture. So let's just get straight into it. What we're going to do is going to load up layout, and as you can see I've got my sanding machine that I'm going to use, and I've created a small little animation, and you can see the path of how it's going to rub out the texture to reveal the texture that's underneath. So we need to set up a few things first. And the first thing we need to do is we need to add a null, and as you can see the null, let me select the right null, the null is now sitting underneath the sanding disk, and that's what we're going to use as a reference for our Markerpen. So if we go to our VPR preview mode, we can actually see our scene, and we're going to press F5 to bring up our surface editor, and then go into our ground texture, go into the node editor, and we're going to need a few different nodes here. So let's get an item info. We also need an image. We need two of those, so let's get another one. We also need our Markerpen. Okay, so what we need to use is the pivot point of our reference object, and that's going to go straight into our position. We're going to have a foreground color go into the foreground, and a background to go into our background, and then from the color to the color. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to get our textures. So let's grab our floor texture, and we'll get another floor texture, and then what we'll do is we'll set up the scale and the style of mapping. So let's set this to cubic at 3 meters, and set this to cubic at 3 meters. And now we're going to add our reference object, which is called Markerpen, and to our item info we'll add the same reference object, Markerpen. And if we go and switch on our node editor, we can see our textures sitting there nice. And all we need to do now is we need to adjust the size of our pen. So let me just bring that window across here a little bit so we can see it. We'll go into our Markerpen. We're going to set this to say 1. We can see our texture appear underneath the disk of our sanding machine. So as you can see at the moment, the dark texture is being shown through and the light texture is on the top. We want to reverse that, so let's just flip those textures over. So use the dark texture and then reveal the light texture. We can also set our fuzziness, because at the moment we've got quite a hard edge on our reveal. So let's just set the fuzziness to say 0.15. We get more of a soft edge. As you can see now, with our finished animation, very simple to use, and appreciate your comments on this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it.